Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the online workshop organized by Skillveda. Skillveda is your partner in skill development, offering a wide range of webinar, offline workshop, short-term courses, and training programs designed to help you unlock your potential. In today's webinar, we will equip you with the practical tips and techniques to optimize your study time before the big day. A special welcome to our esteemed trainer, Ms. Devjani Das, a seasoned trainer and consultant with over 30 years of experience in the field of education to share her knowledge and insights. Welcome, Ms. Das.
Thank you. By listening so much, I think they get more scared. I cannot see any smiling face.
When you will
Ah,
give the presentation,
come, come on, show me all of your smiling face. Then only I will understand that you are not scared of anything. So, are you all ready with your exam preparations? Yes or no?
you can unmute yourself and reply.
Yes. Please unmute yourself. You can keep your videos on and with a smiling face. This is nothing to fear about. Yes. Come on. Let's see all of your smiling face. Okay. So we are here. Your boards are just at the corner of very near, knocking at the door, and hope you all are prepared for that. Okay. So today we are here to give you a brief ideas, brief suggestions that last moment at the last tag end of your exam, because now hardly any time left, right? So, which class board you will be appearing for? Can you all write me in the chat box? So, 10th. Oh, the first board exam of your life, right? This is the first board exam of your life. So, are you all scared? You can again write it on the chat box. No? Good. Very good. Sorry, I said no. Kartikeya said most wins. Little bit. And how? What about others? Acha, little bit. Kartikeya said little bit. Drishti Datto said no. Very good. So full of courage. Now, what last minute, how will you do the preparation? Have you listed your chapters based on the importance? Weightage means importance. So before you do the final revision of your boards, please make sure that you have the list of your chapters. Find out the most important chapters from there. So suppose you will be doing mathematics. In mathematics, you have how many segments? You have arithmetic, you have algebra, you have geometry, right? Am I right? Am I right? You can open your Chat box and say. Okay. So among this, again you have sub-chapters. Each of these broad spectrum chapters, you have the sub-chapters. In arithmetics, you have uh, what is that called? Fractions. Then you have the squares, sums. So what you have to do, you have to prioritize. No, it's not BCA final years.
Devjani ji, you continue. They are asking, this is for generalized exam preparation thing, na? So you can go for
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
this is a generalized. You can do it for any exam of yours.
These
Because
are the
see, priority,
strategies. These are the strategies for last minute preparation. Either it's board
yes,
or some other
it's
exam. This is up to
any other
you.
final exams.
Yeah. This is up
Any
to
other
you.
final exams, you need to categorize your importance of your chapters. You have to know that these are my main chapters, under which we have these sub chapters, and among them, which are the most important, you keep it on the top of your priority list. Then you bring down the next and next. So, this is how you should begin with your final.
ഞാനും നീയും ആൽബിനും ലിഞ്ചറിനെയും സഞ്ജയ് മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ. പിന്നെ അത്രയും പേരുള്ളടി.
Srilekha ji, can you speak either in Hindi or in English?
I think English will do.
Yeah, we understand English also, not a problem. No, you continue, Devjani.
So once you are done with that, then what are the things that you should remember and do the revision most? The formulas. You have formulas for your maths, you have formula for your chemistry, right? Then you have to revise your key terms for your history, your geography, and geography also. And for geography and biology, you need to practice a lot about your diagrams, because you have to understand diagrams ac- actually going to yield you a lot of marks. Maybe there is a question where your answer, theoretical part, a bit of it, maybe you're not very clear about it, but your diagram is very good. So what you can do, you can begin with the diagram, then you give the brief description. What happens by seeing the diagram, you get a good marks. For mathematics, yes, for mathematics, you have to revise the formulas. Even for your chemistry also, you have to revise your formulas. Huh. So these are the things you have to do. Diagrams are very important. The key terms. What are the key terms? In history, you have a lot of key terms. In biology also, you have key terms. In geography also, you have a lot of key terms. Key terms are the important technical words, okay, for each topic. Physics also have formula, yes. Yes, for theorems, what you have to do, you have to practice lot of extras. Extras are there because theorems, you have to learn it by heart and practice. You need to do, and you select the theorems which, if you solve the 10 years your exam paper, you will understand that what is the trend, that which are the theorems are uh, most viable to come this year. So practice the theorems accordingly as much, because theorems have got drawings. So you need to practice the diagrams a lot with the theorems. You need to revise the theorems, definitions, and the process. Okay. So, see, this is the last point. Focus on topics repeatedly asked in past papers. So you have to see the trend, the last 10 years trend, how they have been coming. But yes, again, you are appearing for the 10th, I think, with a new pattern of NEP. Any which ways for last 2, 3 years will also do. Now, don't go and read the whole chapter again and again. If you do this again and again, you will get more confused. So now it is preferred that if you read the summary of the chapter, or I would suggest that if you read the whole topic, suppose a story in literature you have read, what do? You just write the summary of that whole story. So once you write that whole summary of that story, automatically you are covering the whole chapter itself, and then you can match it out that if you have missed out with any of the important lines or any important incident, right? And if in every chapters, in every even for the physics, for your geography, for your history, literature, acha, for language, you need to practice. You need to do lot of papers you have to solve. Then you can do mind mapping. What is mind mapping? Do you have any idea about mind mapping? Mind mapping is what you have to do, you have to pick up one topic. Good. Kartikeya, can you make me understand what is mind mapping? How will you do it?
Mind mapping is the revising of all chapter in taking its main concepts.
You are correct to quite closely, but you have to focus on particularly one topic. Suppose you are doing geography, you have to focus one chapter and keywords related to that.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so this is how you have to do for every chapter, because first you have to prioritize according to the importance of the chapter, then you can go for the mind mapping. And for formulas, diagrams, you need to do a lot of thorough practice, because there it has got no shortcuts. For the chapters of the theories, you can go for the summary. You can just keep on writing the summary and match it, that whether you have left out with any important point or any important incident, because any which ways you have to revise. For history, you have to learn by heart the dates about each of the incident. So practice active recall. So active recall, once you read and then again immediately you recall it. You can do it by writing, you can do it verbally. So that is very important. You read and write immediately. Finish as much as past papers you can, but I would suggest last 3 papers is very important. Last 3 years papers is very important for especially children who are appearing boards this year, because you all will be appearing in the boards according to the NEP pattern. Okay, so naturally NEP pattern is very new, so you need to read the solve the last. Okay. So for MB, for this is for the preparation of any, because for MBA you need to solve lot of MCQ. You have to read lot of books, newspapers, newspapers specially you have to read, and you have to solve the MCQs. MCQ papers you need to solve it. So are you appearing for your 12th boards and then you will be going for your MBA? Because after 10th, I don't think you can go for your MBA. Can you tell me that? Okay, you have completed your BCom.
He is doing
Okay.
his MBA, and his MBA exams, जो semesters are coming in December. So, Miss
He is
Kasuri.
already into, no, he is
Yeah.
appearing for,
No, no, no.
uh,
He has completed his BCom.
no, he's in my MBA exams. Okay. So these
Yeah.
are all, all, okay, not for the entrance. You are already into the MBA and you will be appearing for the MBA exams. Right. So this is again the same thing. You have to at least solve the last 3 years papers, because in library if you go you will find the paper suggestions papers, and you have to create or simulate an exam conditions, like you have to finish your work within time, because in MBA or any entrance exam timing is very important. Timing is very important. You have to keep your timer ready, and you have to check that how many questions you are finishing within that time. So this is the most important thing for the uh, professional courses, whoever is appearing for the timing, because most of you get confused with the timing, because before this there used to be no such as such, though there was 3 hours, but now it is more into the, the timings are getting more less. So you have to prepare for that more thoroughly. And the 3 years papers you need to solve, for the professionals you can go and check with your library, you will get the suggestion papers for last 3 years. You can sit and create an ambience of an exam with a timer, and see how many questions you can attempt within that particular time. So the more you do this, the more you will become faster with your papers. So when you are doing this, you can identify your weak areas, and there you can work on. So you won't take much of time. You will immediately you can identify that. It is for every children or every person who is appearing for their exams and the timing is less. Please create an exam ambience, unless and until you are like if you are taking time and writing one after the other, you will never be able to finish your paper in time. You will not get into the habit of that time period. So to get yourself habituated, to get yourself accustomed with the time period, you need to practice these simulating exam conditions. You have to create an exam conditions, and you have to have a timer with you, and see if you are getting 2 hours in your exam, you have to make your timer at least 1.5 an hour less than what you will get. For the boards, 3 hours, you have to make it within 2 hours 15 minutes. So that is how you need to practice yourself. If it is 2 hours, if you practice within 2 hours, then when you are in the exam hall, you will see you won't be able to finish it. So you have to see that within 1.5 hour, you are finishing that when you are practicing it. Did you get it? Any more questions on this? Anything else you want?
Devjani ji, we can continue with the PPT, then later on we can take the questions.
No, I would just want that if they can.
Okay.
Yes, this is very important. Make 1 or 2 day micro timetable. Don't now create a a long-term timetable. Saurav, you can always advise your sisters the way I'm giving. If they're appearing for boards, then ask them to solve 10 years papers. If they're appearing for their graduations, then they have to practice. They have to go for the summarization of the chapters, because summary of the chapters is very important, because last minute you cannot read the whole chapter. Now keep on practicing and writing the summary of the chapter, and you can check it on. For 40 is to 10 study break rule. Do you know this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Kartik, tell me.
And this is Pomodoro technique in which we have to study 40 minutes and take 10 minutes break.
Yes, yes, Kartik knows so much. Yes, because see, if you keep on reading for or study for more than 40 minutes, this is the human brain cells. They say that after 40 minutes, your brain cells starts getting fatigued. So after 40 minutes, whatever you will read will not get into your head. Okay. So every after 40 minutes, you take a break of 10 minutes. But what will you do in that 10 minutes, Kartikeya? Will you watch
We
TV?
can roam outside or we can passion our hobby.
Will you watch TV? Will you uh, see mobile, Facebook?
No, ma'am, I will roam
You will
nature.
be taking fresh breath, right? Fresh air. You can go for a little bit of cycling. You can uh, drink a cup of hot anything, tea, hot chocolate, any health drink, and you can just sit and keep everything out of your mind, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So 40 is to 10 study break rule is very, very, very important, because this again, I'm telling you, this is not only for your class 10th or 12th. Hmm. So 40 is to 10 is for all from 10 to MBA level. Even we also do it. Suppose I am preparing for any PPT, or I am preparing for any any study material. Even I do practice, because after 40 minutes my brain starts uh, saying no. So I do take a deep breath in front of my window, or I just go and give a go for a walk, a brisk walk, or I drink a cup of coffee, which actually, so you have to do something which will stimulate your brain and energy. So it's a kind of a stimulating or regenerating your exam. From where we can find the proper picks for 10th class. What picks?
Pallavi, please, some, I think spell mistake is there in the chat box.
Huh.
MCQs you are writing or PYQ is you are writing? Pallavi, you can unmute yourself and tell. Maybe it's MCQs, something like that.
MCQs. MCQ, you can find it in your last 10 years paper or anything like that.
Nowadays, you on Google, if you
Even
Google it,
in
you
Google,
can,
you can
yeah.
you get Google, you get good suggestion books. You
Previous
get good
year,
suggestion.
previous year questions.
Last year's question book.
It's available on the Google also, not a problem.
Where we can find the proper acha, previous year questions.
Repeat. Hello, good morning, ma'am.
I got it. I got it.
Yeah, good morning, Pallavi. Yeah. Yeah, we got confused
Ma'am,
in the short form of PYQs.
We
it's
we are
okay,
we are in
ma'am.
our
We are not Gen
18th
Z, na, that's a
century.
problem.
Gen Alpha.
Uh, yeah.
Ha, Pallavi, yeah, please tell.
Ma'am, so from where we can find the proper PYQs? Because I had seen so many websites, but I didn't got proper PYQs of
What
every
you can
question
do,
papers.
what you can do, you can go to any good bookshop, book stalls near your uh, a place where you are staying. You can ask them to get the, because in market there are n number of PYQs you will get. Okay, so may not be in Google you are getting it, but if you go to the nearby book stalls, you ask them, because there are so many publishers who are, or else what you can do in Google, you can write the publishers, that who, which publishers is publishing this kind of PYQs. Okay, so you get n number of books in that. If you want, I can send you some suggestions through Twinkle Map. She can suggest you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
I will
I
mention
will
in the
do that.
group, Pallavi. I will mention in the group.
I will do that. I will do that, because there are no number of question banks you get nowadays in the market, but you need to know the publishers, and you can always take the suggestion of the bookseller nearby your place wherever you're staying. You can go and ask them that you need that particular book. You can get it. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. I will do that, Vaishnavi. I will do that. Kartike has written something.
No, nothing. It's
Uh,
maybe you are looking for the in the previous chats. It's nothing.
no, he has written it in private. Okay, I'll just. Okay, and then avoid multitasking. I'll talk to you, Kartike. Avoid multitasking. What is multitasking is? Multitasking is basically when you are studying for 40 minutes, your full concentration for that 40 minutes will be only about your that particular subject or study. You will not look into anything else. 40 minutes means 40 minutes. You can keep away your mobiles, you can switch it off, you can do whatever, but don't get distracted by anything. That 40 minutes is only about your whatever you are. It's too much less time for about prepare chemistry reaction. It is so hard for me. Chemistry reaction, my dear. If you have done the practical, because practical everything is not possible right now, you go, you just read the formulas and the reactions, and make a summary of it, and for every reactions you write the formula and the results. So don't you know don't get into the deep of that. Just read the chemical formula, the reaction, and the end product. That's it. Three things. Don't get into too much if you feel that it is so hard for you. So just by heart learn the formula, then the reaction, and its end product. Just three steps. That's only you can do, because you cannot now practice the practical chemistry lab work in your house now, and you don't have much time also. So that's what I'm saying. Ki prioritize your subject, prioritize your topic. First, you prioritize your subjects. Find out that which subjects you need to put more attention. Find out that which more attention, and then you uh, sub subhead that. You go for subheading. You go for the little thing. So you now need to practice a lot of writing. And then again, you have to do it with a timer. This is for the professional course, as because professional course you don't have a long answers or diagrams. You have only the MCQ patterns or the patterns you have in your past papers. You can find it out and just do the practice. And that too, if it is 3 hours or it is 2 hours. If it is 3 hours, you have to finish it within 2 hours, 15 minutes. If it is 2 hours, you have to finish it within 1.5 hours. The more you reduce your timing, you will see that you will be able to finish it off during the final. But if you target 2 hours means 2 hours, then it will be difficult for you to finish or attempt the whole paper in time during the exam. See, there is a huge marking in boards, wherever it is boards or your even for your professionals. For professionals, you get those MR sheets. So I don't think the neatness is required. But when you are doing your work, please see that you are reading the questions properly. At times, it happens that you overlook what is actually asking for, and you because this is a tic-tac-toe. Which point, dear? Samsung SM. Ma'am, whatever I read, I'm unable to remember for a long time. Yes, Swati, you need to. Okay, so I'll answer one by one. Samsung SM. I don't know your name. Your name is here is Samsung SM. So, if your exam time in the professionals, I think it is 2 hours, and the boards it is 3 hours. So, what you have to do when you are practicing at home, you have to make a exam ambience, and you have to particularly create that 2 hours exam to 1.5 hours. Did you get me? And if it is 2 hours 15 minutes, and if it is 2 hours, then you have to make it 1.5 hours. Because if you don't reduce the timing at home, it will be difficult for you to go and complete your work during the exam. Got it? Okay. And the previous question is how to remember the dates. Dates, you have to write it down. When the method of memorizing dates is date and the event. Date and the event, you have to do a lot of writing. Every chapter, if you have particular dates, write down the dates with the incident. Write down the date with the incident. I'm coming one by one. History, you have to do lot of writing practice. Unless and until you do practice. So that's what again I said, that you don't read the whole chapter. You only read the summarization, that you write it. Because by now the chapters you know. Now keep on writing the summary of that chapter with the dates and the incident. Then you match it with your main chapter and see that what you have missed out. So there you will know that where you are lacking and how you going to do that, work on that. Grammar, Ankit, you need to do the same thing. You need to practice each and every chapter, at least one example, uh, one example for every chapter. You need to be thorough with that. Do lot of comprehensions part. There you can get the grammar also. Your grammar part will also get covered. Do lot of comprehensions. Then your essay will also get, it will also improve. Essay always focus on the, always make it. Pallavi, that is absolutely your convenient time. Uh, there is nothing called perfect timing for study because I always used to study early in the morning. Somebody of my family is always a late night. So it is absolutely how you take things. Because early morning studies, because why early morning or late night? Because that these are the timing when you don't get to hear lot of noises and the distractions are very less. So these are the two time when you can do the reading part or memorizing time. And after that, throughout the day, you can do the writing practice part. Because for memorizing and for reading, you need absolute silence. And when you are doing this, please switch off your mobile, stay away from social media, and of course, from television. And whenever you are giving the exams at home, please make sure that your question papers are according to the board style. Otherwise, again, you will have a problem. Now, don't attempt all the questions from the each chapters. Only solve those patterned question paper which is similar to the board. Same for your uh, professional. Please try and solve those kind of read the by now your reading of the chapter, understanding of the chapter should be over. If not, don't try and read new chapters now. Just read the summary of it. That's it. Don't try to read now new chapters which you have not done it earlier. Only Swati, it's only writing. You read. I said na, that there is one point that is active recall. Just go through the chapter, close the book, and write the summary. Then open the book and check where you are going wrong. You do this. That is the only way you can remember because it is said that writing makes a man perfect. It's not said just like that. Because whatever you have to read, first of all, you have to understand. Because without understanding, don't try to mug up. Just that you will never ever you will remember. You need to understand that properly. You have to understand that properly. So here you need to sleep. You need to sleep a lot, at least 6 to 8 hours. That is what I said, that avoid new topic. Avoid new topic. Don't read any new chapter in the last moment. You even it's for all from 10 to professional. Don't read a new chapter. If you feel that okay, you need to revise that new chapter, just read a little bit of the summary of that chapter. Don't read it, summary, overview of the chapter, and just keep it like that. Because if you read new chapter, you will get confused. Keep all your required materials because especially in the case of the grads and post grads or any professional course, we really literally we get very reluctant to keep our study exam materials ready. At the last moment, you miss out with something. So no, exams is exam. It is for every class. Years. Kartike, last 3 years preferably. I don't think, yeah, you can consult last 5, 6 years back also, but 3 years importantly, yes, because of the NEP 2020. That
Okay,
is
madam.
very important. Yeah, because NEP 2020 is, got effective from last 3 years. So three patterns, see the pattern of 3 years. But of course, you should also consult your because still now we have not converted into NEP 2020 fully. So naturally, you need to consult your early papers also. So that's what I said that last 10 years. 10 years papers is very important and 3 years is extremely important, which you need to keep on solving it and avoid new topic. Don't get overstressed, panic. Aram say you take sleep for 6 to 8 hours because always remember that if you don't sleep, if your sleep is not completed or it is half done, then your fatigueness will actually not help you to give your best in the exam. You will feel tired, you will feel lost, okay, you will feel dozing off. So avoid all these. So before exam, at least from last 15 days, you need to sleep well. This is a stress management technique. Deep breathing for 3 minutes. Go in front of the window. This is practices. Please practice this because standing in front of the window and take deep breath. Start with 1 minute, increase it to 1.5 minutes, then finally go up to 3 minutes. You will see you will feel relaxed. Your body will see. The most important is you need to feel relaxed. Suppose you know everything and you are overstretched, your exam will never go good. At times you feel, na, I have to done everything. I was so confident about my this subject, but it didn't go well. Why? Maybe you are overstressed, you are tired, you are not slept properly, you have not done your time management in writing practice. You are good in history, you have done all the chapters thoroughly, you remember dates, incident, but you could not finish your paper. Maybe you have not done that practice at home, that timing. If it is 3 hours, make it 2 hours, 15 minutes. If it is 2 hours, make it 1.5 hours. This goes for all the courses from 10 to professionals, especially for the professionals, I'll say, because there you have to finish at least 500, 200, 300 MCQs within a period of maybe 2 hours. So you have to. Of course, Kartike, if you finish the last 10 years, why 80%? You can get more than that. But you need to have some, uh, first of all, you need to be focused. You need to be focusing on what exams you are giving. Like if you are preparing for your 10th, so focus on 10th only right now. Don't get confused with your what I'm going to take up in 11th and 12th, what I'm going to do after that. Don't get into all that. First, you focus on your 10th boards.
Kartike, please
And
don't send personal message to Devjani ji. You can send in chat box only.
and whatever you need to know, you just send it to me here only. Okay. And positive self-talk. You have to always have a positive self-talk. Avoid comparing preparations. Don't call your friends and ask how much you have done. Hey, I have not completed that. How much you have done? Stop doing that for last 15 days. Stop doing that. Because the more you talk about the preparation and you compare it with yourself, the more panic you will be into. You will get into more panic attacks. So don't get into that. Whatever you have done, be confident with that. Keep yourself cool. Drink a lot of water. Take deep breath. Practice that. Keep your time management proper. So have a routine, a small routine, short-term goals. Okay, like 2 days routine. Okay, I finished. Next 2 days. Don't keep a big routine right now. So divide into short thing. Grammar, practice lot of comprehensions. Take one chapters at a time. Finish it, finish it off because revision and practice for grammar, mathematics is must. Rest you can get into the summary of it, diagrams. Okay, for geography, chemistry, physics, diagrams are very important. Map pointing for geography will give you a lot of marks. For MBA, BCom, you have to know the chapter thoroughly. You need to know the chapter thoroughly. The understanding of the chapter is very important rather than you are mugging it up. Because any which ways at this level, you cannot do that. It is very important that you only focus understanding. If there is a chapter X, 100 pages or 80 pages, you need to at least understand the gist, the importance of it. You can make short points out of it and write down and practice. And you can then again recheck if you are missing out with any important point, please again do that. Anything else you want to know? The exam is not a battle of fear, but a chance to show your strength. So it's not a battle that you're going to go and fight for. This is only the time when you can show whatever you have been doing since so many years. For 9 and from 6 to 9, I think somebody has asked. Exam, same way you do the preparations. Nothing else. You have to study throughout the year. So don't get overstressed during the final exams. Okay, so break your study in a short term. Like every day you sit for 2 hours. Make sure that you're sitting for 2 hours. Take two chapters at a time. Finish it. Complete it. Understand. Practice. Right. Anything else that you need to know, you can write it down in your chat box in any topic, anything. Okay, Kartike, what I believe that if you are into AI or computer science, actually you have changed from AI to pilot. See, Kartike, I would feel that first you are in class 10. You want to see the PPT one by one from the beginning to end. I think we showed you. Why I'm saying past three papers for this both specially for 10th and 12th, you need to understand that it is NEP 2020 which has been started, so the pattern of the exams are a little different. So naturally 3 years is very important to be completed, but you can always take reference of the earlier past also. So total 10 years you need to complete. Make a 1 and 2 day micro timetable. You have to divide the whole month into two small by week. 2 weeks, you take two days of time and make a micro timetable. 4:10 study break, 40 minutes study, 10 minutes break. Avoid multitasking. So when you are doing science, physics, do physics only. Don't do multitasking, seeing the mobile and doing it or anything else. Writing is, of course, always very important, and you know, NEET, you need to, because if you are a CBSE student, then for NEET entrance exam, it will be more or less, the pattern is more or less the same. And that's how you have to practice. See, this is basically a general method of preparing your exams. Always see that for especially for the UG, you need to practice the timing. You need to practice the timing and the solving the previous papers. I think I've shared the thing. And yes, Kartike, if you want AI is done very good right now in Netherlands. Of course, you get it in India also, but if you want to go for a higher thing, you can always check out with the Netherlands AI computer science, because they are now giving very good courses and excellent opportunities.
Any further questions from anyone? I think Devjani ji, we are done with the PPT and the question answers also. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you Devjani ji for your time and efforts. It was a
Thank you so
nice
much,
PPT. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, yes.
Yeah, please. Any questions, please?
Thank you, ma'am, for you also, and ma'am for the also for the seminar today.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone. If you have any questions, you can put in the group. We will answer those questions also.
Yes, we will do it.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Doctor, India or abroad? Sanvi, it's better to do it in India. Now India is growing like anything.
Doctor India, of course. The best part
Yes.
is India. There's nothing
And
like
I think
India.
outside it's more than 7 months, around 7 years, it will take some time. And it's very
And
expensive over there.
for MBBS, you should always go for India.
Yeah. And any other questions you can post in the group, not a problem. Thank you, Karthikeyan. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.